Alright guys, welcome back to another tutorial. Today we're going to be making these hanger stairs that you see on screen right now. I'm going to go ahead and pull this down just a little bit and we'll move it over to this side just so it's kind of up on the screen as a reference for you throughout the entire video. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to show you how to make these hanger stairs using extrusion methods from a single vert, and then later on we're going to use some hard ops and box cutter to make these stairs and platforms. Easiest way to do this, go ahead and make sure that you go up to Edit Preferences, and then you want to, under Add-ons, make sure that you have the extra objects turned on. It's just a quick and easier way to get a single vert mesh, single vert. The other option there is you can select a plane, go into edit mode, and vertices, select all, and then M and collapse, and that will create a single vert at the center. However, we are going to go ahead and just use the single vert here. All right, then I'm going to go into side view on the x-axis, and then I'm just going to extrude this up. I'm going to hold down control so I can get a little bit of the increment snapping. I'm going to bring it up to here, and then I'm going to select everything, hit Shift D, and then press Y to move that along the y-axis. This is just going to be the rails where the stairs actually mount to, just like this. Then I'm going to select these two verts. I'm going to Shift D again, and then I'm going to move this up along the z-axis like so. This is going to be our handrail. This will come into play here in just a little bit. And then we will go ahead and start the fun process. So the easiest way to do this, make sure that you come up here and turn on X-ray. You can click that button or you can press Alt-Z to turn it on and off. Then we want to go ahead and hit Control-R on this to add a loop cut. We're going to add 2 loop cuts like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and double tap G, slide this up like this, then extrude it down on the Z-axis like so. And then extrude it over to here. I'm going to select both of these, and then I'm going to press M and tell it to merge at center. Okay. And then we want to go ahead and add 2 more loop cuts like this, which will add single verts. And then I'm going to take and double tap G, move this one up. This one is going to go to here, just like this. Get it close, select both, press M, merge at center. This one, we're going to double tap G, move it down just a little bit, extrude it down to here, select both, M, merge at center. It's going to be a common occurrence during all of this. Make sure that we are back in orthographic mode here. Then I want to go ahead and extrude this over to here, and then we're going to extrude it one more time to about right here. Then what we'll do is we'll extrude it down along the z-axis all the way down to here, and then extrude it back along the y-axis to here, and then one more time on the y-axis back to here. Then we want to select these, merge at center, select these, merge at center. And then we want to select this one here and merge at center. Okay, so we've got those. Then this is going to be the first part of our handrail coming up across the top here. So we want to select this like so. And then we're going to add a loop cut about right here. Go ahead and click this point, Control-Shift-B to bevel it. Actually, we want to go ahead and apply scale, and then Control-Shift-B to bevel that. While we're here, we'll go ahead and Control-Shift-B to bevel this one and this one here. That's going to give us the angle there for that. I don't like how this one is angled, so I'm going to go ahead and double tap G, slide it down just a little bit so we get that there. Then we'll take this, extrude it out along the y-axis all the way to here. Then we'll extrude this down along the Z, once there, down on the Z again to there. Select both of these, merge at center, select both of these, merge at center. Okay, so that should have everything there. Then what we want to do is select everything, G, X, move it over to here, and then using box cutter, Alt X to copy that modifier there. We'll go ahead and apply it. This is going to give us the outer edges of our frame here. We want to go back into edit mode and then go along the y-axis. In orthographic mode, we're going to extrude along the X like so to here. This is going to give us the frame portion for our landing of our stairs. Then we also want to go here and here. That's just going to give us a little extra support to the frame. It's one thing that's actually missing from the original. And then double check that. Okay, and then we have these here. We want to select these 4 corners. These are going to be our little platforms here that come down. It's going to hold the wheels as well as the base support there. So we'll bring that down to here. And then we will go ahead and extrude this one over along the x-axis, select both of these, merge them at the center, and then we have this. Last thing we want to do is go ahead and take these two pieces here, extrude them up right here, and then extrude this along the x-axis, bring it over and connect it here, select both of those, merge at center, and then we want to select both of these, Control-Shift-B, to give this a little bit of an archway here, just like this. And then the fun part there is done. So what we will do is tab back out, hit Q menu, and then we will go ahead and bring up the skin modifier. It's gonna be a little big, that's fine. We'll go back into edit mode, select everything, hit Control A, and we're gonna scale this down until it's a reasonable size, like so. And then we want it to be smoother, so we're gonna go ahead and hit Control 2 to add a second layer of subdivision to it, just like this. That's got that there. Now, what we need to do for the stairs, or I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and do the wheels first. So we'll go back into edit mode. We'll click here, and then I'm going to hit Shift S, and I'm going to tell it to bring the cursor to the selected. That way we can tab back out, and then Shift A, we're going to add a circle. 32 should typically be enough, but I'm going to go ahead and bump it up to 64, and then we're going to fill it with an N-gon, like so. I'm going to take it, rotate it on the Y-axis by 90, and we're going to scale it down to about right here, and then bring it over on the X-axis, like so. Hit Q, we're going to add a modifier, we're going to add a solidify, press 2 so it gives an offset of 0. We'll bring it up just like this, and then go into face select mode. We want to go ahead and hit Alt-Z to turn off the X-ray because we don't need it. Then what we will do is inset this to here, then inset again, hitting I. We'll bring this into about here. This one I want to click, then we're going to go in again. This time I'm going to bring it up. I want to make sure there's no proportional editing on, which there isn't, so we're good there. Bring that here. So for some reason, we're still sliding. I don't want it to offset that way. So let's go ahead and actually undo this. That's my apologies. We'll get the solidify, and then we will go ahead and apply the solidify, Control A while hovering over it. Then we are going to go back to face mode. I'm going to select both of these faces here. Then we will inset like this. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and Control B this, bring it down like this, and then click, and then we will hit I, hold down Control, and bring this in, like so. That should bring it on both sides. Then we want to go back to face mode, select both of these faces just like this. Then we will I to here, holding down, I hold to here, holding down Control. We want to bring this out like so. Then I click here. I'm going to bring this in again like this. I to here. We will go ahead and Control B this again. Hit I, bring it straight in while holding Control. Then we want to select this face here, and this one, we will bring it like this. And then I want to bring it up just a tiny bit more, like so. And then we will bring that in just a smidge. Actually, we will bevel it one more time, and then bring this in. Okay, so we have that. I'll go ahead and add 3 loop cuts here. Control B to add a little bit of a, now with that, hit I, hold down Control, we'll bring that in. And then once we have that, we will go ahead and bevel this just a little bit here. Just like so. Perfect. And then we want to take this edge and round them out just a little bit more than what they are. So we will Shift A or Control A, apply the scale, then come back, Control B, give these a little bit more roundness, like so. Perfect. And then we will go ahead and bring this out to here. Scale this down just a little bit, bring it up like so. And then we want to Shift S and then cursor to world origin. Take this object, set origin, origin to 3D cursor. Press Control or Alt X, mirror it along the Z axis this way. Then we want to go ahead and go back into edit mode, face select mode. We're going to inset this like so, and then bring it out. This needs to inset a little bit more like this, and then come through. Perfect. Okay, and then we just want to take and delete those interfaces like so. So this will give us the wheeling here. Perfect. Then for the stairs, we will come in up to the top, Shift A, add a plane. Looks like it's just about right on the width, but we want to shrink it down this way, bring it forward, and go back into the side view here so we can make sure that our stair is wide enough. Move it on the x-axis, scale it on the y-axis because we want it to be between here and here. Perfect. Go back into edit mode. We're going to extrude this downward like this. With this face still selected, hit X, only faces. Then we want to go ahead and go back here. We will come to the top face in edit mode. We're going to select it first. Go back into object mode, apply scale, select this. Then we want to subdivide. Then hit Shift R. This is going to subdivide it several times. That should be plenty, just like that. Then we want to go into vertex mode, go into top orthographic view, and then come in 2 on the top and bottom, 1 on the, technically 2 on the left and right because there are the ones on the edges there, but we want to select all of these like so. Come in 1 more there, like that. Perfect. Then we want to go ahead and select, check or deselect. With that check or deselect active, we're going to go ahead and press Q, go to circle, and then bring this in. It's going to take it a second here, just because it's a lot of circles. Move the mouse a little quicker, it'll drag them in a little quicker. Okay. We're going to unsubdivide that one time just because it's being a little glitchy. That should be fine, just like that. We will go ahead and go back to vertex mode. This time we will select everything here, just like so. We need to get these as well. Perfect. Then select, check or deselect, Q, circle. There we go. Much better this time. Nowhere near as many to go. It's not going to panic as much. All right. Get these circles down here like this. Perfect. X, faces. Okay. Go back into edit mode. Now we have this. We can go ahead and add a solidify. Not too thick, just enough for it to give some shape and definition to the step. Perfect. And then we want to go ahead and add a bevel modifier to this. It's going to come in a little heavy at first. Drag to the right, get that a little lower, scroll up on the mouse wheel to give it a little bit more segments, and then hold down Shift to fine tune it so you can get it where you want it to go to get just a little bit of that bevel without it going all the way through. You can also hit C to clamp it. Boom. So that gives us that. Now we have those smooth holes there. Now all we have to do for the rest of the step here, since it is good, although that looks like that beveled out some. What happened there? Looks like my extrude did not go straight down. Try that again. Extrude. There we go. Okay, so we're going to have to do that step again real quick. That's no problem. Faces like so. Take this face, Control A, apply scale, subdivide 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do just 4 times. Like this, vertex mode. We'll go ahead and select everything from here to here, like so. Select, check or deselect, and then Q, circle. Delete faces. Perfect. And then we want to add modifier, solidify. Hit 2 to offset from the center. That was the issue that happened last time. So that's good now. Then we can go ahead and scale this down just a tiny bit, like so. Control A, scale, Q, bevel. There we go. Getting a lot nicer bevel result now. Bring it back from where it's starting to tear a little bit. Right there. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have that, we want to go ahead and easiest way to do this is go ahead and add a array modifier. We want this to be a constant offset, and we want it to go along the y-axis. We want to go, let's say, 0.8, and then we want probably 7 stairs because we're going to go up some. Like so. We'll go ahead and go into the solid view, go to side view, and drag this up until we get the horizontal spacing, or the vertical spacing, rather. And then we can drag this back to get our stair spacing. Come down just a little bit. And I'm holding shift while doing this so I can get these more gradual movements. So we're going to come down a little bit more because we definitely want to have more stairs. So we'll bring that down, then bring it back. Then lower the count down to 6 because we're going to have the landing up at the very top here. Okay, so we'll bring this up like so. Come back, we're going to add one more plane. G, Y, bring it up to here. Come to the side, G, Z. And we're actually going to bring it forward some, G, Y, and then S, Y to scale it up on the Y-axis. Then G, Y to bring it back just a little bit. We want to make sure that it goes all the way to the edge of the stair here, but then also covers the platform. Perfect. So we have that. This is going to be the same type of deal as before. Tab into edit mode, face, extrude downward, like this. Get rid of this bottom face, select the top face. First apply scale, select the top face. Right click, subdivide, 1, 2, 3, 4. That should give us close to, yeah, subdivide. There we go. Okay, so we'll take that, go back into vertex mode. Then we are going to take everything here. We want to leave a little bit around the edge there on this one. Take those, select, check or deselect, Q, circle, just like that. Those are already there. Face mode, faces, boom. Then we want to Q, add modifier, solidify 2, bring that in just a little bit, and then cue bevel, just like that. And then that gives us our landing. So we have our wheels, we have the stairs, we have our landing. If we were to come in here and then just add a plane, scale that up, move it down just a little to here. And then we need to check our foot here. So that's touching the ground. Select this. Since we still have a skin modifier on it, just turn this off. So we have the verts here and here. Go ahead and turn that back on. Go back into the side view and bring it down just a little. Perfect. That should be almost there. Bring it down a little more. That's got that to the ground level. Then if we come into rendered mode, switch over to cycles, switch over to GPU, and then we just add in a blank light. Turn that white. And then just for quick example, go to Realtime Materials. This is Ducky 3D's Realtime Materials. Basics, we're just going to add in a basic scratch. We'll add it in here and here. And then if we want to come in and do the wheels super quick, we can as well. Go ahead and take this. We'll come back here. Go ahead and go into face mode. Bring this over. We're going to select this, then select more. You can do Control plus on the numpad. I don't have a numpad right now, so I'm doing this and then Shift R to repeat it. And I'm going to get this until I go all the way inside. We'll go over to the material tab here, add a new material. That's going to be our base. We'll add another material, assign that. And this one we will do under abstract, rubber, add material. Go ahead and switch back over to cycles, tab out. And we've got a nice looking material there. We're going to scale that up just so we can get some of the texturing in on it. We'll go back into here. I will select this. Then we will go ahead and select more, Shift R. I'm going to go ahead and grow that. This one I'm going to make a basic plastic. And we'll make it black. And then I'm also going to select this. Then we will Control I, cancel. We will Control I to invert that selection. And then basic metal. Nope, basic metal. We'll take this, assign, and add material. And then we will go ahead and scale this down. And it looks like this basic plastic, I need to change the color again because I undid that color change. And there you have it. We have now, if I go into just material preview and we turn on scene lightings and scene world, we now have the completed hanger stairs, just like so. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you click that bell notification item so you get notified the next time I upload a new video. And as always, I love you and appreciate you.